Hello, what's going on, guys? Jesus TV back with another video, and in this video, sorry, I adjust the camera. We are going to be talking about the fourth episode of season 3 of Dexter, All in the Family. Pretty important episode here, actually. It's a pretty pivotal moment in the family life for Dexter. A lot of revealings, letting everyone else know how him and Rita are going. So obviously the episode starts and they tell the kids that she is pregnant. And Dexter even tells the kids that he wants to get married to Rita. So yeah, so they go to Prado's place. Rita tells Dexter she married her last husband because of a pregnancy rather than love, and won't make that mistake again. So she's pretty much telling Dexter that the love needs to be genuine in order for them to get married. At the gathering, Prado and his brother Ramon. Ramon is kind of a hothead. We've kind of known this already about him, and especially when, the whole thing with his brother and not finding his killer, even though Dexter literally did it. But Aster lashes out at Dexter when he tries to get her to share with another child, tossing out the obligatory "you're not my father" line. Now, this obviously hurts Dexter a little bit. Literally right after the confrontation that he's not getting married and Rita's rejecting him and stuff. Aster decides to throw this out there. "You're not my father. You're not my dad." No, I'm just kidding. Alright. So Dexter's at the scene of a new crime scene, and after photographing a victim, she stares at his distraught fiance, wondering if the kind of emotional interface is what Rita needs to see from him. Maybe this is what true love is. Maybe he needs to take a page out of her book. This girl that's crying at the death, and we figure out that it's not genuine. There's no genuine tears there. I need to take a drink. Holy shit, my throat. I just woke up 5 minutes ago. So while examining the body, Deborah gets a text from Amato asking any news. So she keeps getting harassed by I think her name's Anuka Amato or Anya Amato or something like that. She's this Asian girl that's trying to get her detective shield and stuff like that. I think she's a CI agent or something. Deborah questions Fiona, who is in shock and having trouble letting go of the victim and his belongings. Fiona is the fiance of the murder, the person that got killed and the person that they're investigating. We see Rita at work telling Aster over the phone that their mother-daughter relationship needs to improve, and that when she gets home, they're gonna try to improve their relationship. Dexter picks up some takeout and runs into Ramon, who is putting them away at the bar. He's downing drinks. This guy is going off the deep end. He's very he's obviously very upset about what happened. So yeah. Maria shows up at Prado's office to ask about the Chicky Hines case. Prado never fully examined, and yeah. As a department meeting, we learn Fiona hasn't been able to help much with finding her fiance's killer, and Dexter doesn't have anything conclusive on the blood splatter. They're kind of at a crossroads here. They're not really sure who the hell did this, and as a department, they probably can't afford to keep getting away with this because, I don't know, there's been so many cold cases. They never really incarcerated anyone from the Bay Arbor Butcher case. Obviously, their suspect was James, which they would be wrong on that. There's still more murderers out there. Dexter comes back home to find Rita suffering through morning sickness in the bathroom. Obviously, she has she's pregnant, and obviously at a certain point of pregnancy, you start to get sick, really easily. Deborah meets with Anton, trying to get some info on the perplexing Quinn. She's literally just using the CI for everything. I'm not really sure how that's going to keep going for her in this season. And then we see Angel in a hotel room with a hooker, and it's a sting operation, and they're trying to frame him and ruin his job. I don't know why the hell you would do that. You're a fellow police officer. And maybe this is just like a wake-up call for the department, like to get their shit together. Maybe this was set up by Ramon, honestly. I don't know. It probably was. Dexter shows up at Prado's house asking for proposal advice because obviously Miguel has proposed to his wife before, and they have like this close-knit conversation. Their relationship, Miguel and Dexter is just really developing. So, back at the office, Maria asked Miguel if he trusts the witness in the Chicky Hines case. So they're still trying to discuss if this is possibly their suspect. But yeah, the undercover detective Hooker, she wasn't an actual hooker. She was part of the department, comes into Angel's office and tells him she should bust him because it might save the department from a huge scandal down the road. Like if he keeps getting with hookers, if his desperation keeps showing, yeah. Ramon storms into the apartment and confronts Maria about any progress being made in his brother's case. Obviously, she's trying to reassure him, and she's like, "Yeah, well, we're trying our best, He's like, "You guys don't give a shit. Do your fucking job." Now, obviously, only when your brother is concerned, you're gonna get pissed off, and you're in the police department, and that just shows some selfishness because there's probably plenty of other cases they're trying to solve. Deborah helps Dexter with his blood spatter analysis of the newest case, and they conclude that Fiona herself might be the killer because Deborah uses the Washington Monument thing to smash the dummy, and the spray spots are literally the exact same height as her, and Fiona is similar height to Deborah, so they conclude that oh shit, it could be Fiona. This is their first hints. Maria meets with the defense attorney in the Chicky Hines case and hands over the information which may exonerate her client. Quinn informs Deborah that Fiona has confessed to the murder, adding that he had a hunch she did it from the beginning and was playing off her bad cop to get the confession, which is smart, but obviously Deborah is very enraged at this. She didn't get quite all the credit she wanted off of that. That would have really helped her get her shield, but Quinn had to take over, and I mean, Quinn is a great police officer, so yeah. Dexter says he thinks Prado is right and that they should trust Ramon with the truth. And Deborah walks out of the station to find Amato sitting in the parking lot again, fucking stalking her, not leaving her the hell alone. So while Dexter and Prado sit on a beach together, Prado tells Ramon simply can't be trusted with how Freebo died. He can't handle his emotions. He's not very, aware of anything. He just kind of has fits. He just can't handle himself. Dexter shows up unannounced at Rita's place using some of Fiona's crazy lines and includes the children as he proposes. And Rita accepts his proposal, and that's pretty much what ends the episode. I know I was kind of jumping back and forth between scenes and storylines, but I didn't want this episode to linger too much longer. It probably could have been a 20-minute review if I really like this episode, though. I think it's a big turning point for Dexter, a lot of big moments for him. You're pretty, by the end of the episode, you're actually pretty proud for Dexter. Of course, he's still a serial killer and whatnot, but, man, him proposing and him, taking over as a father, the kid, that's a big leap for him, and it's going to be interesting to see how that folds out, what happens when the baby's going to be born in the future episodes. So, yeah, leave a